Hey everyone, welcome to Andy's VR Reviews. Today we're talking about Underdogs, a new mech brawler coming to the Quest store in Steam VR this Thursday. There's been a lot of hype about this game, and to be honest, I didn't really understand why. I know the developers are the same ones that came out with Racket Nx, so I thought maybe that had something to do with it, but to be honest, I just didn't think much of it until about a week ago when I was offered early access, and since then I have not been able to stop playing it. A big part of that is because of the mechanics. See, usually in these type of games you control the mech robot using levers or switches, and while that is definitely cool, it separates you from the robot and it makes it feel more like you're operating a backhoe. In Underdogs, your robot becomes an extension of yourself. When you move your arm, your mech robot will too, without delay and in perfect sync. Now something like that might not sound like a big deal, but the first time I went into Underdogs and I experienced it, it felt so cool and it just put a genuine smile on my face. You also use the robotic arms to move around, similar to how you would in a game like Gorilla Tag. I was a little disappointed you couldn't use them to jump, but even so, fighting and just your overall movement style feels very intuitive. Underdogs is technically a roguelike, meaning you play until you die and then you start again from scratch. Usually I don't like that, but the Underdogs gameplay loop is very extensive, and since it's only temporary, it allows the game to give you real consequences during each run. Each level is broken down into a day. During the day you build up your robot and then at night you fight. You repeat the process over and over until you're defeated, and then you start again from scratch and do it again. There are a bunch of different enemies you're going to come across, but some common ones include robotic dogs, robotic roaches, and my least favorite, exploding robotic pickles. Then, if you survive every fight for that week, at the end of it you have a boss fight which is against another mech robot. As the days go by, you'll buy, unlock, or steal parts for your robot, changing it along the way. Even though I've been playing a lot since I was granted early access, so far I've only made it to the second week of fights. The hardest part is your mech doesn't repair itself after a fight. So if you don't get the opportunity to do it yourself before the next fight starts, you begin with a huge disadvantage. I do think that this game would be a lot cooler if it wasn't a roguelike and you were able to build up a cool mech robot over time and then fight them even maybe online against other players. But at the end of the day, that's not what this game is, and I'm happy with how it is right now. So, if this looks like something you might like, I would recommend checking it out. It's going to be out Thursday on the Quest store in Steam VR for $29.99. I put a 25% off referral code in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.